Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's episode, gonna go over some more music selections. Now, I was going through my the music track the other day, and just did the episode just recently about English taglines that are inside songs. And I thought about it for a bit, and I think it's really strange that here we are, the Japanese animation basically at this time was being made especially for Japan and only for Japan, right? They weren't planning to make subtitled copies of into any other language. They weren't planning to sell these or put these in to Korea or Japan into China or anything like that. So they weren't planning to make it into another dub into a different language or anything like that. So it was really kind of strange to hear them try to put English lyrics and English songs into their animes, right? It could be like something like if we had like Jungle Book or something like that, and the guys at Disney decided, well, we are making it in English, but what the heck, we'll throw let's say an African piece of music in there just to spice it up or something. And I'm thinking, well, they didn't really need to do that. I mean, none of us here would actually know what they're saying, singing about or whatever. Especially if it's in one of the African languages, and that's sort of the same thing with putting an English song right in the middle of a Japanese anime, right? So in today's episode, I'm going to go over some English songs, okay, that are in animes, okay, and give you a suggestion, just sort of like here we are again at this era where before 1991, 92, when basically all these new animes are coming out. The concept of actually English dubbing an anime or thing like this is not kind of a thing that we normally do, except if it's like something for like a TV series like Robotech or something, or Captain Harlock and Queen of a Thousand Years. Generally speaking, they're not going to dub a song or re-sing a song in English for you. It's basically it comes out that way. They maybe take the lyrics out and just play an instrumental version. For example, like Gundam Wing, for example, that's all they would do. So to have an English song actually in the anime is a big treat, because that's probably at this time one of the only things in English that we actually can grasp onto, that we notice and that we actually understand. Because again, we're at a time where the commercial companies haven't really got these titles out. In a translated form, either in subtitle or in dub. Okay, so this is a kind of indication of that. So again, before we begin going over some of the titles, just don't forget to go down below, click like and click subscribe, and if you haven't already, also click that notification bell so when new episodes come out, you can be informed when those new episodes come out. Right? And again, so this episode is going to be a little bit difficult because obviously we're dealing with music, so there's the whole YouTube and copyright striking and that kind of stuff. So what I'll do is I'll have to try to embed the music underneath, and then basically I'll have to put the titles up for you. So again, if you have the time, feel free to Google these and look them up and have a listen to yourself to see what they sound like without all the obstruction, okay, shall we say. Alright, so without further delay, let's begin. Okay, so first we begin with the very, very popular movie Project A-ko. Now, again, a very big movie for the year, and again, it has a surprising number of English songs, and one of the first ones right off the list is Dance Away. Now, the song is done by a person named Annie Livingston, and she hasn't done much other than just this song. But this is basically one of the featured songs that are covered that is in English. The other one that is also big in this movie is called Follow Your Dream. That's the ending theme song. It's done by Valerie Steveson. Okay, again, this is an English ending theme song for this. Again, doesn't do anything else other than that. Now, the favorite song out of the Project A-ko movie is In Your Eyes by Samantha Newark. Now, although I'd say it's still probably her, one-shot wonder, and she's still trying to make music nowadays. But I mean, still, this is my favorite song that she does, and I don't think she does anything else more. But yeah, this is definitely the use during the B-ko bathing scene, which is the one we use with it. It's very, very good. Now, normally I'd also sort of do this in order, but since it's sort of related, I'll mention Project Echo 3. Their song that they had used in that one is called Get a Chance by Bobby. I've already mentioned this song in one of my previous episodes when we were talking about good songs by duets and duos. Bobby, also does this song in English as well. So again, this is one of the songs that you should again check out as one of the English songs that they do for this Project Echo series. Okay, so the next series I'm going to go jump to is Miizu Nikaku. Now, Miizu Nikaku is really kind of a special situation. They used 2 English songs from Gilbert O'Sullivan for as the opening and ending theme songs for like episode 24 of their series. The first one was, I guess, Alone Again, naturally, is one of the ending theme songs for Miizu Nikaku. And they used that particular song as in their repertoire episodes. The other one that they used is "Get Down" as the opening theme song for the same set of episodes, and again from Gilbert O'Sullivan. Now the difference with this sort of song is that this one is actually done by a very quite famous English artist, who's gone on to make other different songs and other albums and that kind of stuff. So by far, this is probably one of the most popular songs that is in English that you probably would have heard elsewhere. Okay, so the next example I got is from another really big movie that came out, The Dirty Pair. And of course, the biggest song right at the very front of the movie is Over the Top. Now that song is done by Miki Matsubara. Okay, and actually both of the songs that in this album are done by her. Over the Top, of course, is the very first one. And the second one that's also in this movie, so another movie that has 2 English songs in it, is called Safari Eyes. Safari Eyes isn't actually the only the second English song that's in here, but that's the second song that's on her album that she puts on. That's also on this movie. No, the actual second song that's actually in English is one called Matters to Me. The song is actually sung by a band named Poker Face, but unfortunately, there's with the Lady Gaga song named Poker Face, and then now there's like this modern sort of heavy metal band named Poker Face. This duo has basically been lost in the shuffle, and I don't really think that anything else they made. So another one of one-shot wonders for this particular song. Okay, and the next series I'm going to talk about is the series City Hunter. Now, very, very influential, TV series for me, because as I said, this is one of the first ones that I sort of got sort of random episodes of. When they got those, tapes from Asa and his friend Yoshi in Japan, it had, basically videotape recordings of, City Hunter, Orange Road, Fist and Our Star. Dragon Ball, sort of all randomly, just recorded straight off TV that way. And so, City Hunter, right away I noticed also had a lot of English songs in it. And so some of the, some of the most significant ones, right away. The one that really caught my attention was Hold Me Tonight by Red Monster. Now, I already said, kind of reiterate on one of our previous episodes, but I remember when I was working at Radio Shack. I had it's right on the corner of say Fraser and 49th. Right beside me was a kind of small convenience store, kind of like a 7-Eleven. They call it Max. And so I remember, quite often, late at night when I've already closed the store. Radio Shack had all those really, it's like CD players and amps, 100-watt amps aside with those, 15-inch, speakers with the, 15-inch subwoofers and bass woofers and stuff in them. So, they'd pump out 150 watts of power per speaker. So, these were like massive speakers and that. But so I'd take, I'd always love to put like Orange Road songs. But I remember one of the things I loved about this song is how the beginning starts, and it's just how how that rhythm builds up. And I remember just taking that, putting that in the CD player, just cranking it. And it would be pretty funny because, of course, the guys on the other side in the convenience store who go like, "What the hell is going on?" You hear this bum 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 bum, pounding through the wall, That'd be like really cool. Like, so that's my story that I had did with that particular song. But like that wasn't the only singer song that did it. Mr. Private Eye is another one of the favorite songs from City Hunter. It's done by Yuko Otaki. Okay, and again, this song is all entirely in English, and it's a nice sort of catchy sort of close up to him. And then there's another one more that I'll add for City Hunter. It's a song called Footsteps, and again, a lot of gun action in the series is this particular song. And Footsteps is done by a Momoko Kitanai, and she does this particular song on her singles as well. So again, City Hunter has a nice, good, complete series with all these kind of things. A nice long running series for that as well. Now the Footsteps songs is kind of really interesting. It's originally, if you look at the credits, it's written by a Momoko Kitadai. Okay. This is unfortunately just a pen name that she used. Okay. The actual person's name she actually falls under is Suzuki Momoko. And if you look that up in her repertoire of songs, she's done a lot of stuff. She's she does a lot of song inserts. She's in with a whole bunch of other collaborations with other bands and stuff. So definitely another very famous Japanese singer singing an English song, actually, for City Hunter. Okay, so the last one I'll do for this this particular episode, and I'll do some more in the next episode, I guess, is for an anime that most people of you will not have heard of. The songs this particular OVA is for the animated series for Starship Troopers. So again, Starship Troopers is the novel done by Robert A. Heinlein, and they made a 6-part OVA series for this particular novel or whatever, and it's done in Japanese animation style. It was really kind of cool. Anyway, so I got really interested in this one because it said, it was, again, I was a big sci-fi fan at that time, and so I thought, oh, okay, wow, this is an adaptation of that of his book, so I thought that was pretty good. Anyway, found out that yes, the opening and ending theme songs for this particular thing is done entirely in English. So the opening theme song is "We Can Make It." Is all entirely done in English. Okay. Now it also has an ending theme song, which is a slower type song, done by the same artist. It's called "Believe," and both songs are done by a Hiro Sunonoda. Okay, and he does a pretty good job on the English actually, in this one particular show. But yeah, it's definitely, if you had a chance to check this OVA out, and if you're particularly a sci-fi fan, you might find this quite interesting. Anyway, this is one of those few songs that we got that was entirely in English, and that was really surprising. And again, based on an English book, I suppose it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have some English songs on it anyway. Alright, so hopefully that will give you some suggestions of some songs to basically look up and have a listen to. Again, there should be no problem for most of you to understand what they're singing about, because these songs are all in English. That's the whole, wow, it's in English? A rarity in Japanese animation at this time. Alright, so we'll get into more episodes about different songs and different animes coming out this time. Again, catch me the next time we know that happens, right? So, until next time, see you again.